The market grinds sideways to higher in another slow day. Is it the summer doldrums or is another big move coming? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's action, we saw the market grind sideways to higher in some overlapping action where it was generally just consolidating around the same area, and the market has been in a tight range for the last few days. And usually when we see this kind of contraction, market expansion is soon to follow. So the question is, are we looking for another big move or is there more consolidation coming? I'll get into that in just one second, but first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, so in our main room, we have a daily call every day. I go through all of the charts, several different ones besides the S&P and the NASDAQ. I go through gold and silver and the SMH and NVIDIA, all kinds of different charts that people want to see, and we look at a bigger picture of the market. This call usually lasts 30 to 45 minutes, and it gives a very detailed look at a bunch of information, as well as teaches you a lot about day trading and market psychology. As you can see on the screen, it's really beneficial to our members. And this type of stuff is what we do in our room. If you're interested in that, as well as winning trades, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 1-hour futures chart for the S&P 500, and not a whole lot has changed. Nothing really happened yesterday. More contraction in this tight range that we've been sitting in here, around the 56.30 to 50 area where they've spiked just above and below those levels. We would be looking for an expansion coming soon. Within the next day or two, Friday, we do have a good catalyst. So we could see the market start to either give us the pullback we're looking for and then push higher, or break out directly over that 56.65 area, which would be a more direct move toward all-time highs. So as we look at what we're looking for here, it does look like a full pattern to the upside. We would be looking for a pullback, and from this area, we would be looking for a three-wave pullback as our primary expectation. Should we see a three pullback, we would look for it into that 5400, 5350 area, and then from there we would expect a resumption of the uptrend back towards 5850 or so for new all-time highs. That would be our primary expectation overall. Our kind of secondary expectation and 1A at this point is they continue to consolidate up here, which can lead to a breakout to the upside. Our 1A here would be a direct move, and a breakout over 56.65 would likely signal that. So if they break over 56.65, they can come back and back test it. We look for them to continue on toward that 5800 area in a more direct manner to all-time highs, where we look for another big pullback and see what kind of structure we get at that point. So overall, nothing really changed from yesterday. Those are the two main paths. In order for us to turn bearish or have a bearish outlook, we would need to see 5 waves down, and I do mean a bigger 5 waves where we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, back down toward the lows. If we get a clear 5-wave move down and then a 3-wave bounce, we would be looking for a resumption of the downtrend in a very strong way. But again, that is on the back burner until I see a clear 5-wave move down. Can this still be a B wave up where this was A down and B up? Yes, it can. B waves can go up to and even exceed the previous high. I don't think that's going to be the case here. I do think this is a more natural move to all-time highs. But if we see a 5-wave move down, we will adjust to a bearish count at that time. Until then, our primary count is a 3-wave pullback and then to all-time highs. And our primary dash A would be, if they break out over 56.65, a direct move to all-time highs. Over on the NASDAQ, it's like that song, Henry VIII, second verse, same as the first. We are looking for a pullback from this general area. That would be our primary count, where we get a 3-wave move down toward the 18,600 area, 18,500, 18,600 area, the breakout area right here. We'd look for them to back test that and then break back up to the upside. That'd be around 18,750 to 18,600 in a 3-wave move. So since I drew that kind of jaggedy here, we'd look for it to be an ABC down like this and then a resumption of the uptrend. That would be our primary count, just like we talked about on the ES, looking for a pullback into that area. A primary dash A on the NASDAQ is a little different because they are still below their 764 and they are just above their 618. So they're not really as high up as the ES and as bullish, but we would look for a breakout over this 20,350 or so area. If they can break out over that, we would look for a direct move to 22,000 and new all-time highs on the NASDAQ. So the key levels on the NASDAQ, 20,350. If they break over that, very likely we're on our way to all-time highs. If they start to pull back, the 18,700 area, this breakout here would be where we'd look for them to pull back to. Again, if we see a 5-wave move to the downside, we would flip to a bearish count at that point, and only at that point. We're really not looking for any kind of corrective move to the downside that would be an ultimately bearish count. We would look for a solid 5-wave move down and then a bounce. If we see that, we would flip to a very bearish posture after that. But until then, the market is very bullish, and we're looking for all-time highs either after a quick pullback or in a direct manner if they break out directly over 20,350. Guys, if you love the information I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link. It'll take you right over to our webpage. Once you're there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible monthly plans that both come with a 7-day free trial, because I want you to get in there, make sure you love it, make sure it's for you, interact with the team, and become part of the group before you ever spend a penny. You can cancel at any time. You literally have nothing to lose by checking us out. We also have our educational material. We have our Elliott Wave online beginners course, as well as our advanced Elliott Wave course. And this is helping traders understand this complex market, how to find these key levels, how to trade off of them, and how to make money. The advanced course is looking for more complex patterns. It's looking for your advanced fibs, your diagonals, your double and triple threes, your flats, all of that kind of stuff. It helps you understand complex patterns. As you can see on the screen, it is helping our traders make money even in these difficult markets. And that is something that's very beneficial. But if you're just getting started with Elliott Wave, or it's too advanced to get started, we have our Elliott Wave for Beginners online course. And this course is helping real traders make real money and finally understand the market in a way that makes sense. It can be so confusing when the market gets good news and goes down, and gets bad news and goes up. And that's because the news cycles don't really matter, and Elliott knew that long ago. He knew that key levels mattered, and he knew what happened when those key levels held, and he knew what happened when those key levels broke, and that gives you a big advantage over the rest of the market. This course is 25 videos, and we go through 3 parts. Your introduction, where we go through your expectations, emotion, mindset, KISS method, and why it works. Chart setup and tools, all the tools you need, how we use them and why we use them. And the Elliott Wave for Beginners area, where we go through each of the waves, how to find them, the theory of alternation, pivot, everything you need to know about Elliott Wave Theory so that you can understand these markets in a way that makes sense. The really cool thing about both of these courses is if you want to get them both at the same time for a discount, you can get our bundle package for $37 off. Or if you don't want to pay anything at all, you can get our monthly rooms, as all of our training material is included in those rooms. In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, all of your Elliott Wave questions answered, a midday video, as I explained in the intro, where we go over all of the counts of the different charts, make sure you understand the market, the trading psychology, everything we're looking for. And you also get all the training material you just saw. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing in day trades. We do trade quite often in my room. If you're looking for individual stocks, futures trading, income trading, or advanced trading, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as those individual stocks. Futures trading, his income trading method that I give you every month. I show you the results. He's killing it. He's averaging 50 to 60 ES points per month. Absolutely crushing it in there. It's so easy and so fun. And then his reduced risk binary method that gets you in at a cheap price and get you big multiples on your money. And it's how he structures that trade that's so unique. Something you really have to see to understand. And that's another reason he gives you that 7-day free trial. We also started a challenge account where we put $4,000 into an account trading mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. Guys, we'd love to have you in these rooms so we can all make money together. Key takeaways for today, same as yesterday. We are looking for a pullback. That would be our primary count. And if we get 153.40 or 53.50, 5400 in that area is where we would look for the market to pull back to and then resume back to all-time highs. However, if they do go through 56.65 directly, we would look for a direct move to 58.50. If we get a 5-wave move down, then we would flip to a bearish count and look for a bigger breakdown after that. On the NASDAQ, same story, looking for a pullback. That pullback would target about the 18,600 area. We'd look for a resumption to all-time highs after that. However, if we do get a 5-wave move down, we would flip to bearish, and a direct move over 20,350 would indicate a more direct route to the 22,000 area. Guys, that is your market update for today. I'll talk to you tomorrow.